Hello, hello. All right. Super excited to jump back on after last night's amazing announcements on the start of the month FAB call. I wanted to jump in here again and just give you guys a little bit of information on the incentive trip, the cruise that Skylar announced. We don't know where it's going yet, but you will know soon. And I wanted to roadmap out a couple different scenarios for you, depending on where you are in your business, how you can get enough points, the 300, to qualify for the trip. So let me share my screen real quick. I'm going to go through, first of all, um, uh, I'm going to go through how you earn the trip as far as the points, and then we'll get into those scenarios that I talked about as well too. So let me play this. All right. So 2024-25 incentive trip. So you're qualifying in 25. The trip will be sometime in 2025. It's all built around what we've been talking about for the last 6 months. The ERA tracks: enroll, retain, and advance. So qualification runs again from July 1st, 24 through March 31st, 2025. This is more global. It's not entire global, but it's not just a US incentive. So we've got US, Canada, Mexico, Europe, and then Great Britain. And then we've got the qualification criteria. So it takes 300 total points. You must maintain a paid as rank of SC1 or higher, and then earn at least 3 enroll tracks and 3 retain tracks. We'll get into those here in a second. And then do not drop more than 1 paid rank below your baseline rank. And then what is your baseline rank? So this is determined by your highest paid as rank between December 2023 and June 24. So the last, 7 months headed into July will be your base rank, the highest paid as rank. Okay. So your lifetime rank may be a little bit higher. It's just what you're paid in that period of time. You can always ask customer service what your highest paid as rank was. Baseline rank resets once you've gone to a new rank, so you can't be dropping below more than one of your highest ranks during that period of time. So points, tier one, getting the cruise for 2. This is where Tyler or Skylar didn't realize that he had this typed in there. So we obviously now know it's a cruise, but tier 1 is 300 points. That's going to get you the cruise for 2 people. Tier 2 is at 400 points. That's going to start to add flight vouchers. And then tier 3 is just a higher amount on those flight vouchers. If you're in the US, those are the dollar amount, 750 or 1500. If you are not in the US, one of the international markets, it's 1,000 for tier 2 and then 2,000 for tier 3. So here are the points that you can get for personally rank advancing. So again, you need to know what your baseline rank was, highest paid as rank from December of last year until the end of last month. And that sets your baseline. And then when you go up from there, you're going to earn points the very first month. You're going to earn a little bit less points the second consecutive month that you hit that rank. So let's say you hit SC1 in July. When you hit it again in August, you're going to get the maintenance points, not the advance points. You got those in July. Now you're getting maintenance points. And then if you held it for a second consecutive month, it's back up at least to the advancement points. But some of those higher ranks, it's actually quite a bit higher than the advancement months. So you get all of those points. You can get month 1, month 2, month 3. It does have to be consecutive months that you hold that rank. And all of these points are stackable. So if you make big jumps where you're going from SC1 to SC2 to SC3, for example, those advancement points, you could do that all in 1 month. You could get 20, 30, and 40 all in the 1 month. And the next month, as long as you're maintaining SC3, you're going to get 10, 15, and 20 in that second month, holding the rank of SC3 if you weren't SC1 before. And then in maintenance month 2, again, they're all stackable. So that's a quick, easy way for people in the earlier ranks to really accumulate a lot of points early on. Then you're going to get points based off of any of your personally enrolled consultants and them rank advancing SC1 or higher. Again, their baseline is going to be from December of 24 December of 23 through June of 24. Whatever the highest paid has ranked, that's their baseline. They increase from there. You're going to get points as well as them getting points, not only the advancement month, but if they maintain the month after and the month after that. Yep. Then we've got the enroll tracks. This is just for the US, where we're the only country that at 750 enrollment volume. So new customers, new distributors, total of 750, but at least 150 of that 750 has to come from a consultant. Every time you do that, you're going to get 10 points. And then we did here last night, they doubled it up for the month of July. So instead of 10 points this month, you'll get 20 points for each enrollment track. In Canada, it's based on the 3-in-1 that we used to have here in the US. So 3 new customers at 100 at least each, and then 1 new consultant at least at 150 earns you a track. The retain track. The retain track is simply all of your subscription volume from your personally enrolled customers and your personally enrolled consultants. And you have a tracker on your replicated site. You go into the tracker area and then the Rise Era tracker. It'll show you what your baseline is for the retain track. And then each time that you go above that baseline, it sets a new baseline, and you have to increase it 500 from there. But you can do this multiple times in 1 month. So if you went over by 1,000 in a month, you're going to earn 2 tracks that are 20 points. This one is not doubled for July. It's just the regular points. And then those two combined, the max you can take for the trip is 450. That's well into tier 2. So you can earn the trip just based off of these and not rank advancing. Let me get into some scenarios for you. I think this is what everybody wants to see. I am not including any points from personally enrolled consultants rank advancing. So those points would just be bonus gravy and get you to other tiers within the incentive trip point structure. So keep that in mind, that you can get a lot of additional points for helping your personally enrolled consultants rank advance to SC1 or higher in the comp plan. And I will just show you these scenarios based off of rank advancing yourself, and then also any of the enroll and retain tracks that you get. So you start in July, let's say as a brand new consultant, you get 1,000 in volume. You're paid as consultant 3. That's no advance points, no maintenance points, because it starts at SC1 or higher. August, you're super excited. You're flying again. You get to SC1. You're going to get 20 consultant new advancement points. Okay, no maintenance points because it's the first month that you hit it. You stay SC1 in September, so you're not getting any more new advance points, but you are getting the maintenance points of hitting SC1 the following month. So first consecutive month of maintenance, you get 10 points. October, you not only maintain SC1, but you rank advance to SC2. So you're going to get new advancement points for SC2, 30 points. And then you're going to get the last month of maintenance points for SC1, which is 20 more. So just that month, you guys, you got 50 out of the 300 points necessary for the incentive trip. November and December, you stay at SC2. So you get the maintenance points there, 15 and 30. And then you rank advance one more time to SC3. That's going to give you 40 new points. In February, you hold SC3, you get 20 points. And then March, you hold again, that's 40 points. So you got a total, you guys, of new advancement points 90, maintenance points 135. And this is totally doable, seriously, for every single new person coming into the business. If they're following the system, they're plugged in, they're going to events, and they're sharing the proper way, there's no reason a brand new person can't get to SC3 by the end of next March. So that's a total of 225 total points from the rank advancement side for this person. Now let's look at enroll and retain tracks. I'm not going to go crazy and make it where somebody's doing 3 a month or anything like that. There's a lot of months you'll see in here that they're not actually getting any tracks. So I think this is a conservative thing to look at. If you are actively talking and sharing the information with lots of people, you will earn these tracks. So in July and August, you earn enroll tracks. So in the US, again, that's 750 in new volume, 150 coming from a new consultant. Canada, you're on the 3-1 still. So there was no retained tracks earned during those 2 months. So no points there. But the enroll points, you got 20 in July because those enroll tracks are doubled in July. So 1 = 20, but then in August, it goes back to the regular point structure. So one enroll track gets you 10 additional points. Then September, October, November. September, no enroll tracks, but you did get one retained track. That's 10 points. October, you got one enroll, but no retain. So that's still 10 points. November is the same as September, just one retained track, 10 more points there. And then similar throughout the rest of the months where you're just getting one of the tracks each month. Obviously, it's not going to build out perfectly like this. Some months you might get 2 and 0. Other months you might just have 0. It's just going to fluctuate, but this gives you just a general scenario where you're not having to hit a specific track every month, but you are hitting something for the most part. So in total, what you got in enroll points was 60, and then retain points 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah. Okay. I thought I had 5 in there for some reason, but I only have 4. So that's 40 retained tracks. You're going to get 100 total points there. So total advance points, again, for a brand new person in those scenarios was 225. Total track points from enroll and retain is 100. Your total trip points then ended up being 325. You qualify for yourself and somebody else to go on the incentive trip. Now let's look at somebody that's a little bit higher rank. Let's say you're starting off as MC1. Your highest paid rank was 20,000 in balanced volume from December until the end of June. So let's assume that they don't rank advance you guys at all until October. They're slowly building up from 10,000, getting closer to 20,000 in balanced volume, but it doesn't happen till we have the Kansas City market meetup where a new product launches and your business blows up and you go from MC1 to MC2 there. You're going to get 60 points in October for newly advancing to MC2. And then November, December, let's say you stay there, paid as MC2, you're going to get those consecutive month maintenance points, 30 for month 1, 60 for month 2. So you've gotten already a total of, what is that, 120, 150 points in those 3 months just for rank advancing and holding it, going from MC1 to MC2. Then let's say in January and February, again, you just maintain MC2. So realistically, you've gone from October until the end of February with MC2 volume. So somewhere between 20 and 40,000 in balanced volume. Then at the very end, the last month, you go from MC2 to MC3. That's 70 points. You didn't get any of the maintenance points, but in total, you got new advancement points of 130. You got 90 maintenance points. That's a total of 220 points for somebody going from MC1 to MC3 throughout the entire run here. And again, I gave a long runway for you to go and make those jumps between. And again, I think we're going to see huge volume happen in October and thereafter with the product launch that's coming up at that event in Kansas City. So I did the exact same thing, you guys, with the enrollment tracks and the retain tracks. So that's, I don't need to go over it. It's the exact same that I looked at before, where you're earning 100 additional points, 60 enroll tracks. You got the double points this month. So really rack up those enrollment points this month because they are doubled. And then 40 retain points. So what I would do in July, knock out that first enrollment track as soon as possible, and then start in on number 2. Start in on number 3 as soon as 2's hit and see how many points you can rack up with the doubler that they've offered us here in July. So total rank advancement points in this scenario was 220. Again, that was going from MC1 to MC3 throughout the entire run and lots of months just maintaining. Total track points were 100, similar to the very first example. Total trip points, 320. You earned the cruise. And again, you guys, at MC1, I promise you, you have personally enrolled people that hopefully are rank advancing along with you. So those are just going to be additional points to get you higher up on the other tiers to start getting those flights paid for the trip. Then let's talk about the executives. Okay. Sometimes it's really tricky when you're at those higher ranks because rank advancements just aren't happening as often. And there's a lot more points that are needed between the ranks to get to that next rank. So let's say somebody comes in as EC1 right now and they don't rank advance until January of 2025. So they're building, building, building. They might have even started with just 80,000 in balance volume right now. We had a couple new EC1s last month, and it might take them a while. But then October with the product launch, they've been working consistently. Their business has been growing. October, maybe they see that huge spike because of the product launch, and they keep that momentum going November, December, and they get to that 150,000 in total balance volume in January of 25. That's going to give them 90 new advancement points in January. Then they hold EC2 in February and March. Then we're looking at 45 maintenance points there and on that first month. But look at how many points you get by maintaining that big rank advancement for that second consecutive month. So you're getting more points than both of the first 2 months combined. So you're getting 150 for that second consecutive month. That's a total of 285 points just by getting from EC1 in January to EC2 and then maintaining that February and March. There you can see it again, total of 285 points. The enroll retain tracks, I did the exact same situation. Every single person that's actively building your business right now, unless you're where you want to be when you've retired building your business, you should be enrolling and earning these tracks. And remember, you have to get a minimum of 3 enroll tracks and a minimum of 3 retain tracks throughout the incentive time. So you have to do this behavior in general to get the trips. And there's no reason even a EC1 or higher can't get these numbers here: 5 enrollment tracks, 60 points, 4 retained tracks, 40 points. So you guys work on those basic principles to build your business. That's going to give that person an additional 100 points. Now we're looking at 285 from going from EC1 to EC2 and holding it in February of next year in March. And then the total track points again are 100. Total trip points 385. You're just under that second tier. But again, at the EC1 and higher level, you're going to have a team of personally enrolled people under you that are probably at least a few of them active and also going for rank advancements. So those are just going to be additional points that we didn't build into any of these scenarios at all. Let me jump off here real quick. I'm not going to be able to see comments because I'm running it through Facebook Live, but I'll keep an eye on the comments that pop up in here. I'm super excited about this trip, you guys. It is going to be energy, effort to earn this trip. Yes, it's a free trip, but I would say it's an earned trip because you do have to put in the work to get there. But there's no reason at any level you are in the company that you cannot earn this from July of this year, starting right now, through the end of March in 2025. That's 9 full months that you have to do this. We have amazing things. We've got such energy right now that's happening. I'm serious, you guys. I think we're going to have several people hit this early on. We're going to have a lot of people in general that earn the trip. Reach out to us, though, if you have very specific questions on you. What I would do, and I talked about this on the FAB call last night, is first of all, find out where you sit, right? What is your baseline rank? Then I would find out what is your baseline for retain, and then start working right away on those enrollment tracks because those points are doubled this month. But first, roadmap out what this looks like for you, okay? Based off of those starting ranks and where you need to be, and then kind of work your way through to see if your plan for rank advancing is going to give you enough points and how many enroll and retain tracks that you need as well too, remembering that there is a minimum of 3 on both of those tracks that you do have to earn, regardless how many other points that you get. And then what I would do is start calling my active direct consultants and find out what their goal is through March of 31 and roadmap out for them. And you're going to start to be able to, if you do that properly, adding in those the personally enrolled points that you can earn for them rank advancing. And that way you can kind of see, okay, can I actually get to that highest tier? Or am I looking at tier 2? All sorts of things like that. But again, happy to help in any way that I can. Hopefully these 3 examples give you kind of an idea where you can, start to roadmap that out for yourself. But we will help you if you get stuck in that as well. That 20 minutes went really fast. So anyway, I try to keep that as succinct as possible, but also getting you the information that you need. We will talk to you very, very soon. Let's get that cruise.